just wanted to make this in light of everything that's happened on Smash Bros. I'm not big in the community or anything. Just a dumb 20-year-old, just a dumb 21-year-old kid. But Nairo, to Nairo. Man, what happened, bro? What happened, man? You betrayed our trust. So I have three. Okay, you know what? Let's restart this. I'm gonna just be raw right now. I had three people I'm gonna get at. First is Nairo. Second is Captain Zack. Third is the Smash Bros community. But first, let's talk about Nairo. Come on, man. You knew he was 15. Why didn't you completely stop all your advances, man? And Guitarro and D1, you were, if I remember correctly, you guys were also in the room. You guys were also in the room too, right? Why didn't you stop yourself? Why didn't you stop him? Why? This wouldn't have happened if you just stopped. If you stopped them. Kicked Zack out. Kicked Zack out of the room. Stopped them. Kicked Zack out of the room. And said, nah, bro. Or Nairo, if you could have said, stop. Hey, man, you know what? I don't think this is right. We should go. I believe if that happened, if they quickly stopped out, if you stopped it the first night, and literally kept, if you ran out of that room, if you had pushed Zack off you, just and ran out the room, I think maybe, just maybe the blow would be softened by the community. The community would be like, okay, well, he ran out the room. He pushed him and now ran out the room. Okay, I guess. Maybe the blow might have been softened, but then again, I don't really understand this community yet. I really don't understand this community at all. I'm gonna drink. Zack Attack. Alright, when is this? No, not Zack Attack. What is it? Captain Zack? You're 15 and you were asking him about this? So you knew full well what you were doing. I have to get on your ass about this, man. I got him. I have to. You can't Captain Zack, you can't play victim here. You can't play victim saying, oh, well, I now regret it. I'm sure Nairo regrets what you did for the rest will regret what you did for the rest of his life. Thank you. And when you said, I don't want to cancel, you just typed, I don't want to cancel. I don't mean to cancel. Nairo. What you basically said is, I'm gonna get this bitch canceled. Because you can't just say, I don't mean to cancel Nairo, knowing full well you're going to name drop him and expect there to be no repercussions. You have to know what you're dealing with. This is the Smash community. It's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling that you thought there would be no it's mind-boggling to think that you wouldn't, by confessing this, you wouldn't cancel Nairo. It's one thing if you were going to be loud about it. It's one thing, I can't accept it as the victim, because it's one thing for you to say, I gotta get this off my chest, and tell the story, including the names. It's another thing for you to completely say, I don't want to cancel him. It's another thing to say that you don't want to cancel him, and then tell the story, knowing full, and somehow, for some reason, not knowing that it wouldn't get him canceled. You should have really thought about, should I say that? You should have really thought about that before you typed it out. And at 15, wanting to suck dick? Really? At 15, that's what you want to do? That's what you wanted to do? Bro, when I was 15, I want to play video games. I'd want to do this. Play video games, bro. Not suck dick. It doesn't matter if you're gay. That's not what you want. That's not what a 15-year-old would want. Should want at 15. He should want to hang out, play video games, do a lot of things. You need help, Zach. So, yeah, everybody's claiming you as the victim. And I have to get on your ass for that. I have to get on your ass. Really. I really do. It's mind-boggling. It's mind-blowing. It's real mind-blowing. I know everyone's saying you're the victim, but you can't, but, like, you wanted that to happen. So everyone's saying Nairo sexually abused him, Nairo manipulated him. No, he did not. Nairo just went along with it. Nairo just went along with it. Nairo just went along with it. Even though he could have said, no, I get it. But Nairo's not abusing. And as far as I know, as far as the story it looks like this is the only instance that has happened. Because believe me, if this happened to anybody else, I'm pretty sure now that Zach spoke up about it, I'm pretty sure other people would speak up about it too. That's just how the world works. It's just how the world works. So, I'm pretty sure this is the only instance. So Nairo is not a sexual predator. He wasn't actively looking for this. He's not a pedophile because, again, he wasn't searching for this. It just happened. He just let it happen. He wasn't actively looking in the crowd saying, oh, look, there goes, he wasn't actively, oh, look, there goes Captain Zach. Yeah, I'm going to get in there. I'm going to have him something tonight. That's not what happened. Oh, excuse me. Let me take another drink. If it had been, if you would be considered a sexual predator and a pedophile if you did it more than once. Joe, if you did it more than once, that, like, 2 to 3 times, 2 to 5,000, 2 and up, 2 times and over. So therefore, no, Nairo is not a sexual predator. He's not sexually abusive. He's not, and he is not, he's not a pedophile. Just let it happen. I don't think he had predatory instincts based on the actual story. I don't think he had predatory instincts. Joe. Anyway, so to Zach and Nairo, I think to Zach and Nairo and Keitaro and D1, mainly Nairo, but to Zach and all, but to Zach too, yes, Captain Zach, Nairo, Keitaro, D1, Senpai, all of you should be banned. Maybe for like a 2 year, maybe like a 2 to 3 year period, possibly more than 2 years. But I don't want to see them. But I don't want to see them permabanned. I don't want to see them permabanned because, as far as I know, this was one mistake that they did. This is one thing that they did. So, I think the one with Senpai, she was actively praying. Well, I'll talk about that another time once I get full details on that. Once I get full detail on the Senpai situation. But as far as the D1, Keitaro, and Nairo, mainly Nairo, forget D1 and Keitaro. I think Keitaro and D1 were there, but I gotta look again. But mainly to Nairo and Captain Zach. I think both of you two should be banned. Captain Zach maybe for like 2 years or a 1 year period. 2 years, just so he can truly get some help for that somehow twisted brain of his. For that somehow twisted brain of his. And Nairo for like 2 to 3 years ban, and then let him come back. But that's also one thing I also wanted to talk to you. That's why I said that Smash community I was going to get on. Yes, Nairo committed statutory rape, but this was a one-time thing. This is a one-time thing. Again, I am not condoning his actions. I'm not. But he really, but it was a one-time thing. I believe Nairo can change. This happened 3 years ago, right? That 2017. See, Nairo's 23 now, I think. Well, yeah, I think it happened 3 years ago, a few years ago, however many years ago. However many years ago, right? This happened 3 years ago. Somebody correct me. Somebody correct me in the comments below, or wherever I decide to post this on. But I think he should be allowed to change. You have to understand that Nairo is also human. He's not some monster. I'm not gonna sit here and look. I'm a man of second chances. I'm a man of second chances. So I believe we should give him a second chance. If he does it again, kick him out. If this happens again, which I'm pretty sure it won't, because Nairo's going to see that this had a repercussion, and he's going to make sure this never happens again. I hope. I believe Nairo should be allowed to come back after 2 to 3, maybe 4, 5, however many. If the Smash Bros. Community decides to listen to me, which I'm pretty sure they won't, because everyone doesn't want nobody to change. Everyone doesn't want nobody to see the results of their change. That's what I want to get on the Smash community. That's why I said I would get on the Smash community. You guys don't, and this is why I don't think I will ever join the Smash community. I felt like, and I'm gonna do a couple of name drops. Pay no attention, or do. I watch a lot of Alpharad. I watch a lot of Zero. I watched a lot of Nairo. I watched a lot of people. I grew up on Brawl, so I watched a lot of people play Brawl. I can't remember who. I'm still fairly new to the scene after I dropped out after Smash 4, but came back recently for Ultimate and whatever. Haven't been keeping too much tabs on it, but look, thing is, I watch a lot. I felt like I look at these guys like, yeah, I want to get up off my ass. I want to get up off my butt and start playing Smash Bros. Be like Nairo. Be like Zero. And now that I was just like, but then I keep seeing every time I would say, every time I got up, every time I got in, I want to get in and pay attention to Smash Bros. Start learning about the community. I see a lot of drama. A drama would appear. Or situations where concerning banning people just appear. And I'm like, maybe not. I'm afraid to get into the Smash community because I feel like if I were to make it big, I make one stupid mistake that could potentially cost me the ban of my life, and nobody will ever want to see me again. Nobody will ever want to talk to me again. Nobody will ever want me to be back in this community ever again. That's why I feel so afraid to join this community and become a top player, because I don't want this to happen to me. And I try my hardest. But somehow it still seems like trouble always seems to find me. And if trouble happens to find me, and it ends up getting me in trouble like this. Goodbye, Kafim. Goodbye, Kafim. No Smash Bros. Ever again for you. I'll be ostracized by the entire community. No one will ever want to talk to me. That's why I'm so afraid to join this community. It's that what I want to talk about. You guys just don't want to see him progress. You guys are so quick to. He made this one mistake. Even though it happened once, it's the only time we've heard about this. Gone. Never want to see him again. Instead of allowing him to, take time, reflect, come back, prove he has changed for the better. But y'all don't want that. Y'all don't want to do that. Y'all don't want to see him progress and change. And I get it. Statutory rape is not something to take too lightly. But this happened only once. I get it. I would understand permanently banning him if this happened 3 times, if this was an account of 3 times and he actively saw it, if it happened 3 times and he was active, or I would totally understand if he was searching. I would totally understand this one instance if he searched for it. But in this case, no, he didn't search. He didn't search for it. He wasn't looking. He wasn't actively looking for people. He just let it happen. Therefore, I can somewhat lighten. I would somewhat lighten the blow. Still ban him. Give him like 2 to 3 years. But then, after that time period, we would let him come back, but put him on probation. Keep a very, very tight, eye on him to see if he does it again. But y'all don't want that. You just want to see him gone and never heard from again. Sweep under the rug. And it'll be gone. It'll be swept under the rug. I get it. It'll be it'll be a permanent stain. What he did will be a forever stain on the history of Smash Bros. But I feel like he should be allowed to change, grow as a person, change, and come back stronger, and come back a different person. But y'all don't want that, and y'all would just rather, and it seems like y'all would rather be like, oh, good job, Captain Zack, good on you, because you told. Even though, and we're gonna just excuse, I feel like we're just gonna excuse the fact. Nobody's talking. Not many people are talking about how Captain Zack initiated everything. Nobody's gonna talk and say, Captain Zack, you should be banned for that, because of that mind. Wow. No one's gonna bash on Zack because he played a victim card. I'm sorry, I can't see him as the victim, knowing that I can't see Zack as the victim, knowing that Zack initiated this. Zack wanted this. Knowing that Zack knew he wanted this, knew what he was doing, had a clear mind, it was just like, yeah, I want to yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that. Knowing that, I can't let him be the victim. I'm sorry, I just can't. I refuse. I refuse to let Zack have me see him as the victim. I refuse that. Y'all can see him as a victim, but it's just as much as Zack's fault. It's just as much as Zack's fault for initiating this. It's both a sad and good day. This is both a sad and good time for Smash Bros. Good time because we've got fine. We're starting to kick out a Zack. We're starting to, try and reform. We found out and weeded out the people, the right people. Yet it is also a sad time because it's the people who are close to us. It's the people who we looked up to. It's just no other way for me. There's no other way that I can think of at the moment to put it that way. I'm just shocked, appalled, both disgusted with both parties. Just, man, why does debt at 15? What kind of mental state could you be in what kind of mental state, what happened to you as a kid to make you wanna give oral sex as a 15-year-old to an adult? What's going on in that brain? What went on? What went on in that brain of yours? Let me. I wish I could pick it. I wish I had the power to read minds and read the minds of the past. Go in time and read the minds, so I could go back in time, find you, and be like, "What's going on in that brain of yours at this time?" Of I want to suck Nairo's just and just see what you were thinking. But I can't. God didn't make us like that. Kind of wish He did, but kind of wish He made me like that. But whatever. It is what it is now. It is what it is now. But yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and let. After reading the story, I'm not gonna sit here and let. After reading the story, I'd have been on board fine if it was a victim saying, "Oh yeah," saying, "Yeah, Nairo actually abused me," but nope, knowing that Zach wanted this to happen, I can no longer see him as the victim. I can no longer see him as the victim after I read this. After I read that. After I read the story, I just can't. I just can't. I just can't. So yeah, basically what I wanted to say was ban Nairo, and Zach because of until Zach gets his mind right, and until Zach is no longer in that state of whatever he was thinking at the time. I don't know if he is now, but still ban him just to be sure. Another note I wanted to add, just a quick side note. I'm not sure if the blow would have been softened, but if you hadn't paid him to keep quiet, honestly, I don't think it would be. I don't like if you hadn't paid to keep quiet, it wouldn't be as. I don't think it would be as arrested as it is now. But the fact that you paid him to keep shut is mind-boggling. Look, I just want to say my initial reactions. I'll make another video. I'll make another video after I go back and reread the story fully and reread the evidence fully. Guess I should post this to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. Definitely not Facebook, but whatever. I'll post this somewhere. Hopefully someone gets it. Hopefully someone from the Smash community gets it, posts it, shares it. I'm not a part of the Smash community. I just want to say my piece, and hopefully someone sees me and spits the realist. I hope I'm spitting the realist, but I guarantee you I'm probably not. I'm just saying what I feel. Someone's probably going to be in the comments saying hate stuff. But whatever, I'm not going to let that get to me. Anyway, this video has gone far too long. Later.